There are three ways to define an arc in Inventor: a three-point arc, tangent arc, or center point arc. Let's start with the three-point arc. Once the tool is active, you click to begin the arc, and click again to end it. So far, the beginning and end of the arc have been established, but the arc itself is yet to be defined. By simply moving the cursor from one side to the other, I can define the position and size of the arc. When the preview looks okay, you click once more to finish it. So the three-point arc is defined by clicking 3 times, once to start the arc, once to end it, and a third time to define its radius. The next type of arc is the tangent arc. As the name implies, this arc has to be tangent to something. If I activate it and click an open space, Inventor won't let me begin the arc. To continue with this example, let me first sketch a line. Now we can use this line as the starting point of the tangent arc. I'll click on the end point of the line and drag the cursor away. You immediately see a preview of the tangent arc, as well as an angle value and radius. To finish the arc, I'll just click once again. Finally, let's look at the center point arc. I'll activate it from the drop-down. This tool behaves similar to the circle tool. To start it, I'll click to define the center, and then move the cursor to see a preview of the arc. Notice there's a line from the center to the cursor. This line is the radius of the arc, but it will also be the beginning of the arc. If I click here, this is where the arc will begin. Now, as I move the cursor, notice the arc is being drawn from the point where I clicked. As I move my cursor from one side to the other, you can see how the arc changes sides. Once the arc appears the way I want, I'll click once more to finish it. Once again, the steps for a center point arc are: click to define the center, click again to define the starting point of the arc, and one more click to finish. Before I conclude this lesson, there's one shortcut that you can use to create tangent arcs that you won't find on the ribbon. It's actually a pretty useful method to use when you're creating sketches, and it's activated while using the regular line tool. So, I'll launch the line tool and start adding a few segments. Now, here's the trick. If you want to add a tangent arc to the end of this line, you don't have to activate the arc tool from the ribbon. Just return your cursor to the starting point of this segment and click and hold down your left mouse button. As soon as you start moving your mouse away from the point, you can see a tangent arc is started. If the tangent arc is going in the wrong direction, just return your mouse to the starting point again, and this time move your cursor in the other direction. You can even return it to the starting point and begin creating a perpendicular arc. The cool thing about this method is that when you click once more to add the arc, Inventor puts you back into the line tool, where you can continue sketching. And if you want to start another tangent arc, just return your pointer to the end point, again click and hold down your left mouse button, and you can create your next arc.